Hi everyone, it's Mary Beth. Welcome back to my channel. So we're going to do a couple trays. Previous video, I don't know, I'm losing track of what days. A few days ago, we did, we were picking out UVDTF stickers, and I debated, and I was going to do these two, and I said, we'll do them at a later time. Well, now is the time. So I just think this bee theme is going to be fun, and I just love the colors in these UVDTF stickers, and that's how I determine the color palettes. So we'll start with this tray right here. We're going to do this UVDTF sticker, and the colors we're going to use today are by Dianca Pours Patina. I wanted to pull out, you see those pretty blues right there, greenish blues I should say, and then Prima Ballerina. I think we'll pull out this purplish pink color, and then we're just going to use a white alcohol ink, and I think these three will look nice together, hopefully with that sticker. So that's what we're doing with that one. With this one, look at this gorgeous, gorgeous sticker. I just absolutely am in love with it. All right, all by Dianca Pours. We're going to use Blue Tutu, which again, I wanted to pull out. There's some light blues right here and there. And then Alchemy to pull out this kind of pinkish colors in these flowers here. And then a beautiful buttercream because there's a lot of creamy colors as well. So this is our color palette for that sticker. So today I'm going to be using J. Diction's resin, part A and part B. I'm going to get that mixed up, and I'm going to start with this tray. So I'll be right back. We'll get the resin mixed up, and then we'll get our micas put in some cups and dissolved. Okay, we've got our resin mixing up. Let's go ahead and get our micas going here. So we'll start with some buttercream. That should be good. And some Prima Ballerina. No, I'm sorry, not Prima Ballerina. This is Alchemy. Alchemy. Sorry. I was thinking the other one. Okay, that is good. And finally, the Blue Tutu. There we go. Perfect. All right. Now I'm going to take some alcohol and just dissolve our mica powder. Just a little bit. Get it dissolved. There we go. This alchemy is so pretty. I think that's going to look good with the pinkish color in our sticker. I'm hoping. Because I debated between that and another, like a CT brand mauve, which probably would have worked out also. But I ended up choosing the alchemy. Okay. All right. Well, we will, I'll pour my resin in these cups. I'm going to run it through the bubble remover, and then we'll be back to pour. Okay, our resin is out. Let me show you the colors. Here is the Blue Tutu and the buttercream, and then here is the alchemy. And we're going to go ahead and do a dirty pour. So I'm going to just layer up the colors. We'll start with alchemy first. Then we're going to do some buttercream. Just layer it right on top, like so. And then the Blue Tutu, and then we'll repeat that. I think they might look good together. I'm kind of looking at them in the cup, you know. And then a little bit of Blue Tutu to top it off. All right, let's spray. hoping that the alcohol's going down in these corners. Okay, are we ready? Ooh, this is going to be pretty, I think. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Let's hope it matches the sticker, though, right? Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, very pretty, I think. I think those colors do look good together. Again, not sure they're going to match the stickers. I never know. I try, and then we hope for the best. That's usually what happens on this channel. We can always switch gears if we have to. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that. All right. Now that we got the big layer down and what's touching this, it's obviously already touching the silicone. I don't have to worry about doing a dirty pour again. I can just layer up the colors. Okay. Let me quickly clean my spatula. Okay. Go in with, oh, you know what? Before we do that, let's take our dotting tool. Just kind of go around these edges, especially these corners too. Yep, there was a bubble. Just searching for any bubbles. There's a couple. All right. Get these bubbles off. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Go in with some buttercream. Some blue tutu. We're just now filling it up. And our alchemy. All right. I wanted to mention this is a Let's Resin tray. It's a beautiful tray. It said 9.8 ounces. I made up 12 ounces. And as you can see, I've used almost all of it. So I definitely, but it's domed, you know. So I would do, you know, maybe 11 ounces or something. I do have a little bit left, maybe a half ounce here and then some scrapings. So I just wanted to let you know if you want it domed, I'd probably do 11 ounces if you have, you know, I just sprayed that with alcohol and I want to use my lighter because it's kind of domed. But I probably should wait. We don't want to start a fire. I'll wait. But that looks pretty. Gosh, I'm really hoping it's going to go well. I don't know. We'll see. If not, we'll come up with another plan. That's okay, you know. Okay, right. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to let this set up for a little bit. And when we come back, I'll have the resin ready to go for our next tray and we'll pour. All right, we are back. What I did, I decided to do 4 colors. So if you remember, we were going to do the white alcohol ink. This is the patina, and this is the prima ballerina. I added this beautiful blue color because you can see there's some bluish colors like on the bee right there and in the background. And yeah, it is by Rolio. It's called Electric Blue. Isn't that pretty? All right, so once again, I do want to do a dirty pour. So that is how we'll start this pour. Let's just start. So we'll start with some blue. Let's do the prima ballerina next. I never know which order to go in, you know. It's just a guess. And you hope for the best, right? And then the white. And then the patina. Beautiful color. Let's put some more blue in here. Might be able to get just a touch of the Prima Ballerina. Okay, I think that's pretty full cup. Let's get our alcohol. All right, are we ready? Let's see how this comes out. Come on, white, where are you? Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. Let me get my spatula. Let's scrape out this cup. I might have made too much, which is fine. I really kind of need some extras. So that'll be good. Okay. Oh, I'm really happy I added that blue color. Isn't that pretty? Okay. There's that cup. Now, sorry, I'm just wiping something up. Let's just, at this point, I'm not worried about stripes because the silicone is covered. So I feel like it's fine that I don't do a dirty pour on this round, if that makes sense. I think it's okay. I don't know. Let's add our patina. Beautiful blue that I'm so happy we added. Gosh, actually, maybe maybe I didn't make up too much. We're going to see here. I really like this Prima Ballerina that it has like, it's pink, but it's like it does have a little bit of blue in it, kind of a little purpley-ish, if that makes sense. Okay, we need to scrape this one. I made 16 ounce, actually ended up being probably closer to 17 ounces. This tray does take quite a bit. It's pretty substantial. Okay, ooh, pretty. Let's get the patina taken care of. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Gosh, I always forget. I didn't go around the side with my dotting tool. I don't know if I'm too full at this point. I'll check it here in a second. Although I'm telling you, with this J. Diction resin, I'm not noticing as many bubbles. I'm really loving their resin. I got to be honest with you. I'm so happy they were kind enough to send me some because, yeah, I wouldn't have known otherwise. Okay. I kind of want to make sure I get in the corners. I know I'm going to probably get some on the mold. That's okay. We can always clean that up. But I do like to make sure, and especially, like I said, the corners that go through that. Okay. Good deal. All right. Let's scrape out the blue. All we have left is the white. So maybe I won't have extras today. That's okay. I did get one extra out of the other pour. I don't know if I did that on film or not. I can't remember. That was yesterday. But I'll show it to you, obviously, when we demold. And I might have done it on camera. I don't know. I am liking the colors. Gosh, I hope it's going to go with the sticker. All right, looks like we're going to use all the resin. Okay, perfect. Let's scrape this last one out. Really pretty, huh? Beautiful colors. All right. What do you think? Okay, I do want to take, I'm just going to do a little cleanup. But at this point, we're just going to let it cure. The other one's already cured because, like I said, that was last night. So, and then we'll come back and we'll demold everything and get the stickers put on. Okay, we are ready to demold. I'm excited to see the trays. Are you? All right, this is the only extra I had. It's the orchid. We'll pull it out, but it was with the first tray we did. I should have used tape and cleaned my mold. Bad Mary Beth. Let's see how these colors look together. Oh, wow. That is so pretty. That looks good. Okay, so there's our extra. We just have one little extra. All right, well, let's start with this tray then. I have no idea if the stickers are gonna look okay. And by the way, I just want to mention, you know, I get comments every now and then, sweet comments, but you know how they would prefer with like if I do a tray without the sticker, or that they wouldn't use the sticker. And I think that's great, but that's why, you know, we're all creative, we're all individuals, and you know, so if I do it with a sticker, you know, it's just for inspiration. So I get it. But if you like it better without, then you just leave it off. That's all. Same with the bling that I do, because some people prefer no bling, which I totally, totally get. I absolutely do. But again, yeah, you would just leave it off, you know. So anyway, I thought I would mention that. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. I am loving this. Look at those colors. See, like this tray I think would be beautiful right on its own. What do you think? I totally do think that. But I have to be extra sometimes. So this one was for this sticker. And, you know, I think we did pull some of the blue out. And obviously the pink and a little bit of the green. And I'm probably going to still go with my plan because that was the plan. Again, you can always leave it just like this, though. All right. And then I feel like I have to justify what I'm doing here. But I just, you know, just in case anyone's curious, like, yeah, you can leave it, obviously, however you like it. Okay. Ooh, look at that. That is really pretty. Let me move these off to the side. That is so pretty. Again, it pulled out a lot of this bluish, greenish color, a little bit of the pinky color, and I think it'll look cute. I think they're fun summer bee trays for sure. Okay. Well, so what we're going to do next, oh, I forgot to grab my scissors. Let me get my scissors. And I've shown this before on my channel, but I'll do one on camera and then I'll do the other one off camera. So I'll just show you. So the way I do it, this is a UV DTF sticker. It has a backing and a topping, and we need to fit it in here. And it looks like it's going to fit pretty good. But I do like to cut around it, do a little fussy cutting. I don't think we'll have to cut any of it off, but we'll see. Sometimes I got to cut a little bit off to make it fit, you know. But let's just kind of see how it's going to look. So let me cut around real quick here. Plus, I don't know, maybe this is in my head, but when I cut around it, I feel like it's easier for me to get it off the backing. That could totally be in my head. A lot of things are in my head, okay? So anyways, I hope everyone is doing great. I am doing this. I started this project, I don't know what day, Wednesday, and then Thursday. Well, now it's Friday. I'm still working on these trays. And this is tomorrow's video, so I got to get a move on. Anyway, so there it is. I am going to use just like you can use whatever straight edge credit card. whatever you got. I'm gonna burnish. It just makes it easier to get it off in one piece, especially little areas like this, that little flower up there, or, you know, things like that. So burnish like that, and then we're gonna pull the topping off and hope that all of it comes onto our sticker. You know what? Let me back up. Before we do that, we should clean. I've touched the top of this, so I do want to make sure it's nice and clean. So let me just take a little bit of alcohol first. And then, of course, you want this to be nice and dry. So let's make sure that it is nice and dry. So it's all clean. And dry. Perfect. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. Okay, let's see if we can get it again. There we go. Okay, and we're hoping it all comes off, and it did nicely. Perfect. And we didn't have to cut any parts off, so that's good. So I'm going to go in the center and kind of lay down the center, but let me just make sure I'm in the center. I'm going to do the right side first. And then over to the left side. My right, my left. I don't know on the camera what it is. There we go. Now it's down. Oh, I think it looks pretty. Okay, now I'm going to take my little burnishing thing. Burnish it, because we're going to pull that topping off. Let me get this little area up here. Okay, now I usually use a handy dandy little pokey tool just to try to get an edge up, and then we can grab the topping. So let me do that real quick. There we go. And then again, we just want to make sure, see, that almost didn't stay down, but luckily it did. Make sure everything is staying on the tray. Oops, part of the wing. Let me go back and push it down real good. Okay, nice. Part of my flower. So yeah, you just wanna, there we go, perfect. Okay, it all came off, nice. Okay, let me throw this out real quick. There we go. I think it looks pretty. We've got some bubbles right there, a big bubble. So this is what you do with a bubble. You just pop it, basically. Just do a little slice in there and let the air out, and it should all flatten down. So I'll go through, and if there's any bubbles, like here's one in the bee, just flatten it. There we go. There's a few, unfortunately, but it's okay. You won't be able to tell once we go through and flatten them, and then we're going to be doing a top coat. So I'll double check that, but you get it, I think. Yeah, I think it looks really pretty. What do you think? Okay, so I'm gonna do the other tray, and then I'm gonna mix up some top coat. You can use regular 1-to-1 epoxy too. It doesn't have to be top coat, because it's not like we're worried about things going over the edge or anything, but I have it, so I'm gonna use it. And yeah, all right. So let me get this one. This one I'm probably gonna have to cut a little bit off, but I'll figure that out. And then we will be back to pour the top coat. Okay, I've got my resin mixed up. I am gonna add just a very little bit of some crushed crystal, not too much. Just a teeny little bit to give it some sparkle, because a little goes a really long way with this stuff. And I did mix this up for about 5 or 6 minutes with my mixing paddle. And now as I mix in the crushed crystal, I'm going to scrape the sides and the bottom at the same time. Get this well incorporated. All right, I think that looks good. Just clean off my stick here real quick. Okay, let's start with this one. And I'm just gonna pour some down the middle, and then I like to roll the resin into place, and I'll probably take a heat gun and spread it, and the heat gun will get rid of bubbles also. So let's just get some going here. That should be good. All right. Like I said, the first thing I do is just roll it. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Get that resin moving around. Covering up that sticker. So pretty. Ooh, I can't wait to show you the other one. I forgot about that. I don't think you've seen it yet. I did that one off camera. I think it looks good. I'll show it to you here, and just give me a second. Let's get this resin moved around. Almost there. Just want to make sure the whole bottom is covered really well. And of course the sticker. And then I'll grab my heat gun too, but give me a second here. Oh, I think it's gonna look pretty. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that looks good. So the sticker, look at the sticker. I think it turned out really nice. I think the colors look really pretty together. So that's that one. All right, so I'm going to take the heat gun. I will mute you, but I'm just gonna spread the resin around with the heat gun.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now.
Okay, that looks good. It got rid of any little bubbles I had, and I can see the crushed crystal. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I can. It's sparkling, so pretty. Oh, I love it. I think it looks beautiful. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is the same exact thing. I will just put you on a fast forward.
Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling.
Okay, I'm gonna let these cure up. And as far as finishing work goes, I probably won't be doing any bling or anything, but I do need to sand the bottoms. But I think I'll just take you to the pictures because they're going to look very much like this. So stick around for the pictures. I just want to thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really, really, really appreciate it. Hopefully this gave you some inspiration. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. And I would love to have you subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.